So that's it for the testing. We're now going to score these tools and we'll be back shortly to give you a quick wrap up of what we think. Okay, so we come to the scoring now. First up, we're going to score the runtime. So we tested the runtime with 38mm switchblades, and clearly the Metabo with 82 holes, just outrageous. Converted all those into a holes per amp hour because you want to know the runtime of the drill, not the drill with the battery that we just happened to have at the time. So that gives you a really good feel for it. So the Metabo 10 stars, 15.8 holes per amp hour, just really amazing actually. Then we gave 8 stars because they were about 80% of the Metabo to Dewalt and Makita. So very good scores there. The Milwaukee, by far the oldest brushless drill here, quite a respectable 7 stars. And then the Bosch, 6 stars, older brushed unit. Pretty impressed that it kept up actually.
Still held up really well, I think.
Yep.
So the charge times, guys, we are running these off a 4 amp hour battery, so that's going to be our standard datum if you want to call it. The Makita at 36 minutes and the Bosch at 45 minutes we've rated as a 5 because I think anything under an hour is a ripper. Next we've got all 3 really. It's the Dewalt at 3 stars, so 70 minutes, and then the Metabo and the Milwaukee both at 80 minutes. To be honest, I reckon the 80 minute units, they need to fire up a little bit and bring their time down, and the Dewalt still needs to be under the hour. So charging times we've got equal for Bosch and Makita. I reckon they're both rippers. Time is money with the guys that are regularly draining batteries.
Yep.
So we think that 36 and 45 minutes is a must.
Yeah, that's right. And we were you can actually get faster charges for some of these other brands. I know the Metabo do have faster charges than this that are actually as fast as the Makita and such.
But it's not
included in the regular kit.
Yep.
And I don't know who's going to go out and outlay an extra $100 on a faster charger than the
200
one.
possibly.
Yeah, I think when you're buying the premium drills, you should get the premium charger.
Yep.
So that was our scoring.
Agreed.
Next on to timber performance. So those are the times for 10 holes with the 38mm switchblade. So you can see there the Makita and the Metabo just flying and the Bosch really lagging. Then we had 22mm auger bit holes, 10 of those as well in the LVLs. And again, similar kind of story. And then 12mm 90mm long coach screws into treated pine.
Which is a huge drill.
Yeah, to do that without pre-drilling is a little bit insane, but we did it anyway. Mike survived somehow. So coming out of that, we thought the Metabo and the Makita had outrageous power, actually dangerous power, to be honest. Use your side handles. The Dewalt and the Milwaukee we thought were still very, very good at 8 stars. All the power that most guys would ever need, I think. And then the Bosch we gave 6 stars. Couldn't keep up with the 22mm augers in second speed, so at second speed really not quite cutting it there, and still a fair bit behind on the first speed in the 38mm holes as well.
Yep. Masonry drilling, guys. We're using the Bosch multi-construction bit here. We started up with the 6mm and then also the 10mm. To be honest, the results don't differ a lot between each other. We know that these drills aren't designed as dedicated masonry units. We have got here the Makita comes up with 5 stars. We've then got the Metabo Milwaukee, both 4 stars. They all performed really well. The interesting part here, guys, is the Bosch and Dewalt, we scored them at 3 stars, not so much because of the lack of performance, but if you got your fillings, like you want to tape them in because it rattles your fillings out, they are quite uncomfortable. So still do the job really well, but the 3 stars, that 1 star less each, I was pretty cracked off by the end of it.
Yeah, they're not much fun. So this was for doing 10 holes at each size.
Yep.
Really, you'd probably pull out a rotary hammer drill to do this many holes.
Yeah.
But this is the game we're playing at the moment.
We like to go extreme.
Yep.
So steel drilling, guys. We know that these units will do it. We're not trying to say that either of them are going to struggle. The main thing we noticed here was you're talking only seconds in between. So the main thing we did notice is the Bosch actually did them really quietly. We didn't actually have a decibel meter or anything like that, but the Bosch is a super quiet, smooth sort of unit when you're talking still drilling it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which
so it was a bit slower, particularly in the 8mm, but it did do it very quietly.
Yeah, it did. Probably shows a bit of its engineering that the Germans have got. It does show them about the quality of building the lights, which we'll talk about after.
Yeah, that's right. On to comfort. 10 stars to the Dewalt, Metabo and Milwaukee. They are really, really comfortable units. They're not front heavy. They're just really nice in the hand. We love them. The Bosch and the Makita we gave 8 stars because they're going to wear on your hand. They're going to fatigue you over the day a little bit because of their handles.
Yep.
Their handles are a bit chunkier and not quite tall enough, a bit squishy.
Yep.
And also the Makita is easily the heaviest in the unit, even though it's very compact.
It is compact, but it's fat.
Yep, it's a big unit. So anyway, all of them good, but definitely 3 clear leaders in this category.
Yeah. With the build quality, guys, just following on from what we were talking about before, all of them built really, really well. So there's nothing that's going to surprise you here. All of them, except in the Dewalt, got the 5 stars. They're well finished off. We went right over them to try and find any sharp edges, any little things that sort of looked a bit funky. Nothing was out of place. The only thing I would say is that twice, I think it was in the masonry test, the Dewalt chuck actually came open and let the bit loose, which just going to be annoying. So if there's something that we would pick out of build quality, because we're about sort of picking the holes out of it, it's the Dewalt with the chuck, which, you know, I mean, this drill's not old. It's a young Dewalt drill, so it hasn't actually had a ton of tradie abuse and use. So we just don't think that that's quite up to spec.
Yep, and now we get on to the total scores. As you can see, we've rated some out of 10 and some out of 5. That's just an indication of what Oz Tool Talk thinks is the most important. So we think the runtime, the timber performance and the comfort are the most important things. If you think differently, score it out of 10 and get your own score. We wanted to award some bonus points to kind of reward each manufacturer for good features or for poor things that irk us. So we gave the Bosch a bonus point for its electronic rotation control. That's pretty impressive that it's going to save your wrist from, you know, if you're jagging on something hard or not, or
if you grab something really quick, it actually won't snap your wrist.
Which is nice. The Dewalt's got a 3rd speed, so that middle speed gives you a bit more flexibility. Very handy for kind of that 1-inch size if you just use an all day to chow through studs. The Makita, no bells or whistles, just did what it did and did it hard.
The Metabo, we've got an extra bonus point there. It's got the pulse mode, which I really like for starting screws and like. We know you don't use drills to put in screws a lot now, but I think the pulse mode is handy. You've also got the detachable chuck. We really like that. The Milwaukee, ripping 5 and 2 warranty. So 5 years on the tool, 2 years on the battery. You can't beat that at the moment. That's a cracker. So it had to have a bonus point for that.
Absolutely. All the rest are 3 and 1. So that gives us total scores out of 50. Nice and neat and round, we thought. So the Metabo coming in first with 48, followed by the Makita, then the Milwaukee, Dewalt, and coming in 5th place the brushed Bosch. So that's it for the scoring. We'll now wrap it up. So there you have it. The Metabo is our winner. We had to retake this video because we mucked up the Metabo. We had left the clutch on. It is something that you can easily do. The clutch button on the top, you can bump it. So we don't like that about it.
No, I often don't use handles, so it's actually my fault. We accidentally knocked it on top, or I knocked it on top. So simple problem, so be it. We've come back. What we've got, guys, is a really sleek, light unit. Metabo have always built really good stuff. This is no different. It is a really tough unit. What we've got here, detachable chuck, Metabo's fantastic chuck, which Metabo's chucks have always been brilliant. It's got pulse mode as well. So we really like what Metabo have put out here, and it has well and truly overall whooped the field, but only 2 points ahead of what we previously had said was an absolute beast. So take nothing away from the Metabo in first place, but the Makita is still an incredible drill. And if you pick this up side by side, I'll guarantee you, you'll swear that the Makita has more power. It just has that raw guts.
Especially in 2nd speed, it's got really, really good power. In 1st speed, you don't really notice the difference.
No.
But if we were only going on power, we'd probably just give it to the Makita. As an overall comparison, Metabo
took it really well.
Definitely well.
So,
Milwaukee, we can thank Milwaukee for bringing this out like a couple of years before any of the others.
Yep.
They are the reason we have all these other good tools, because everyone's been looking at them, going, gee, we've got to catch up. So still come in third place even after all these years. It's really good at everything. It has no weakness.
No.
So we like that tool a lot. The Dewalt are also very good, almost even with the Milwaukee. Its main flaw is masonry performance, like the Bosch.
Yep.
They just rattle you around too much.
Yeah.
Too much vibration.
Walk away, guys. It's horrible.
Yeah. Get something else for masonry drilling.
Yeah.
But really good runtime, very comfortable, good unit.
Yep.
Last up, we've got the Bosch. We expected this to come last because it is brushed and it is an older tool.
Yes.
But it's held its own really well.
Yep.
And we couldn't, in good conscience, leave out Bosch out of a comparison like this.
No way. No, it just couldn't happen. So, one thing, guys, LEDs, just a small thing to touch on, but it is a big thing for guys now.
Yep.
We expect good LEDs on it. These 4 units have great LEDs, and they all stay on for a certain period, all different seconds, after you let go of the trigger.
Yep.
Bosch doesn't have that. The minute you let go of the trigger, it stops.
Yep.
We're pretty sure when it comes out with the updated version with the 6 amp hour battery and a brushless unit, I reckon it'll have virtually identical thing to this.
It is, but at the moment it's a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
We also want to touch on range, not that it affects how we score the drills, but if you do want a big range, you want lots of specialty tools, the Milwaukee and the Makita do have by far the biggest ranges.
They're enormous ranges.
Yeah, the other 3 smaller ranges, about 20 tools, still fine, all the basic tools.
Yep.
But these ones have a lot of other good gear.
Yeah, you want four radios or 3 different vacuum cleaners, you go for something like that. So, but in general, they're all got a good range.
Absolutely. Now, oztooltalk.com, we've got a brand new website. We've launched it. We think it's great. It's got all our past reviews and things on it. I've started chucking tool deals up on it, so you can know what's going on. It's going to get a little bit prettier and a bit better over the coming months.
Yep.
But go check it out. It's we're really excited.
Yep, it's going to be awesome, guys. Now, also, if you like our videos here that you're watching right now, please like them, subscribe to our channel. Helps us with the old YouTube boys. But also comment on it, guys. We love to hear your comments genuinely. But also, there's little things that you guys will pick up because you're honing in on what we're doing. And we love to hear it. We'll come back and look at stuff. We'll even retake videos, as you know, if you followed us for a bit. So we'll do it because we're toolers and we love it.
Yeah, that's right.
So
thanks so much for watching this big, long video. But we're really proud of it, and we think we've got the best hammer drill comparison that's out there.
Yep. Thanks guys.
See ya.
Appreciate it. See ya.